Think again. If you believe being a millionaire automatically makes you rich. It sounds obvious, but most people never actually question this. Today, I'm going to clarify what it really means to be a millionaire, because most people have wrong idea about this. Having $1 million in your bank account doesn't mean you are wealthy. And in many cases, it doesn't even mean you're financially free. Okay, imagine now, you win $1 million in a lottery. Sounds life-changing, right? And yet, in few years, most of it is gone. Of course, you spend it. And if we are being honest, the way you spend the money might differ based on your discipline or mindset. But in general, most people follow the same path. You buy the dream car, you spend heavily on clothes, you upgrade your lifestyle in the ways that screams, I have money. And all of this happens under one idea: I am a millionaire. Because that's what most of us were taught how a millionaire looks like. So here's the thing, you're not actually building wealth, you are just validating an image. And this is where the things flip. The lifestyle most people associate with a millionaire doesn't cost just $1 million, it costs more than 10 million. And that's why I used the word lose, because you didn't win the lottery to become wealthy, you won it to become broke in a few years. But now let's step away from the lottery fantasy and talk about real life. Year after year, you work hard, you save money, and you hope. And if, only if, the luck doesn't betray you, after decades, you finally accumulate $1 million. In this case, you are most likely to be a working professional, 5 days a week, in a job you don't love, saving maybe 10% of your paycheck, or maybe you own a small business, maybe franchise or retail shop, and people look at you and say, you made it, you are a millionaire. But financially, you are not rich. You are just upper middle class, because inflation quietly changed the rules. $1 million today is yesterday's 100,000. So only the title stayed that you are a millionaire, but the value disappeared. And this is precisely why so many lottery winners with several $1 million still end up broke. They just imagine the lifestyle of a millionaire without realizing that lifestyle now requires tens of millions, not one or two. They just spend to look rich, not to stay wealthy. And I'm not talking about taxes yet. You can subtract that too. So here's the real question. Do you just want the title of a millionaire, or do you really want actual wealth? Because those two are no longer the same thing. Now, let's remove the luck for a second. No lottery, no inheritance, just systems. Most people become millionaires from jobs, right? Take 30 or maybe 40 years to get there. Decades of effort, saving, compounding, waiting. But people who build real wealth do that in less than 10 years. And that difference matters, because time matters. And here's why. Because middle class millionaires are trapped in time dependency. Their income grows only if they give more years, more effort. They simply don't control their assets. Their assets are controlled by markets, their employers, and some external factor which is not in their control. They just wait and hope. Real millionaires think differently. They focus on leverage. And when I say leverage, I don't mean something very complicated. Leverage is simply one piece of effort which creates outcome far beyond the time spent on it. And that thing will continue to work even after you stop. Middle class millionaires protect their money forever, because once the work stops, the money stops. But real millionaires build systems where time works for them. They don't trade hours, they don't trade time, they trade outcome. They multiply the outcomes. And this right here is where the middle class millionaires fail. Not because they didn't work hard, but because they build wealth that depends on them being forever present. Now, most people don't even know what a leverage actually is. So if you want a real breakdown of what a leverage is and how it can make you wealthy, just drop a leverage and I will explain it properly. Now, the bottom line is, having $1 million doesn't necessarily make you a millionaire. Without discipline, without control, money disappears faster than it comes. What actually decides everything is how you manage your time, how you use your time, and whether you understand what leverage is. And that's exactly what I will be breaking down with you. If you stay with me, I will promise you this: the way you think about money and what it really means to be rich will shift completely.